Imagine this. You're running a successful company. The office is buzzing, your team is thriving, and every project seems to be on track. Everything's smooth, and you feel like you're finally hitting your stride as a leader. And then, out of nowhere, ping, a WhatsApp message pops up from your biggest supplier. It's someone you've worked with for years, someone you trust. The message says they're in trouble. There's an urgent situation, and they need you to pay an invoice to a new bank account right away. The tone is desperate, the request is clear, and the pressure is on. Something about it feels off, but you don't want to risk damaging the relationship. You want to help, so you go ahead and make the payment, thinking you're doing the right thing. Hours later, a cold realization hits. You've just wired a fortune, not to your supplier, but to a scammer who's vanished without a trace. The money is gone, and there's no way to get it back. This isn't some far-fetched story. It's happening to businesses of all sizes in every industry right now. No one is immune, and the losses are staggering. The scam is deceptively simple: a message, a moment of pressure, and a split-second decision that changes everything. In just a few clicks, your company's hard-earned money is gone, transferred to a criminal halfway across the world. These scammers are getting smarter. They're not just targeting individuals anymore. They're going after companies, exploiting the trust and speed that tools like WhatsApp provide. They know you're busy, juggling 100 things at once. They count on you acting before you have time to think, slipping past your defenses in the rush of the workday. The financial hit can be massive, sometimes enough to cripple a business overnight. It's not just a setback, it can threaten your company's very survival. These scammers are masters of disguise. They impersonate CEOs, suppliers, even new hires, anyone who might plausibly ask for money or sensitive information. They do their homework, researching your company, referencing real projects, and using just enough detail to seem completely legitimate. They might even know your internal lingo or recent deals. That's how they get you to drop your guard. They blend in, making you feel comfortable, just for a moment. All they need is for you to trust them for a single second, long enough for you to act without double-checking. The damage isn't just financial. It can wreck your reputation, shake your team's confidence, and create chaos inside your organization. Trust is hard to rebuild once it's broken. Imagine having to stand in front of your team and explain that a simple message cost the company a huge sum. It's a tough conversation, one that no leader wants to have. But these conversations are happening everywhere, every day. No one thinks it'll happen to them until it does. That's why we need to talk openly about these scams. Awareness is the first step to prevention. If you know what to look for, you can spot the warning signs before it's too late. The best defense: learn to recognize the red flags, even when they're hiding behind a familiar profile picture or a trusted name. Always verify before you act. Stay sharp. Take a breath before responding. Don't let a scammer catch you off guard, no matter how urgent the message seems. Let's pull back the curtain and see exactly how these scams work, so you can protect yourself, your team, and your business from becoming the next victim. Here's your public service announcement. Scammers are out there and they're good. They'll pretend to be anyone, your boss, a supplier, even a government official, to get your info or money. If a message feels weird, it probably is. Treat your financial info like a family secret. Never share it on WhatsApp. Legitimate organizations won't ask for sensitive info over chat. The golden rule: stop, think, and verify before you click, pay, or reply. A few seconds of caution can save you from a world of trouble. Stay alert and don't let your guard down. How do scammers get into your business chats? It's easier than you think. They spoof numbers, grab profile pics from LinkedIn, and send messages that look like they're from your boss. They research your company online, learning names and projects to sound convincing. Social engineering is their weapon. They create urgency, panic, or even flatter you to get you to act fast. Sometimes, an employee clicks a bad link, giving scammers access to contacts and company info. One weak spot, like a phishing email, can open the door for a WhatsApp scam. That's why cybersecurity matters everywhere, not just in your inbox. Scammers use psychology, not just tech, to get what they want. Stay vigilant and question anything that feels off. Let's break down the top 3 scams hitting businesses right now. These scams are not just clever, they're constantly evolving, targeting companies of all sizes, and catching even the most careful employees off guard. Understanding how they work is the first step to staying safe. First, the CEO fraud. This is when a scammer pretends to be a high-ranking executive, like your CEO or CFO. They'll send an urgent message, often outside of normal hours, demanding a confidential wire transfer. The message might say it's for a secret deal or to save a contract, and it always feels like it can't wait. The pressure is real, and that's exactly what the scammer wants. Second, the invoice scam. Here, the scammer impersonates a trusted supplier or vendor. They'll send a convincing invoice, but with updated bank details, urging you to pay quickly to avoid late fees or service interruptions. These emails often look identical to real ones, making them hard to spot unless you're paying close attention to the details. Third, the gift card scam. This one's sneaky. The scammer poses as your boss or manager, asking you to buy gift cards for a client or emergency. They'll insist you send the codes right away, often saying it's a surprise or a last-minute request. Once you send those codes, the money is gone for good. All these scams have a few things in common. They rely on urgency, impersonation, and getting you to break normal company procedures. The scammers want you to feel rushed, isolated, and too pressured to double-check. They want you to act fast and alone, without consulting anyone else or following the usual approval steps. That's how mistakes happen. So, if a request is urgent, secret, or just feels out of the ordinary, always pause and verify. Call the person directly, check with a colleague, or follow your company's verification process. Taking a moment to double-check can save your company thousands. Remember, scammers don't need to hack your systems if they can trick you directly. Social engineering is their favorite tool, and it works best when you're caught off guard. Know these classic plays, and you'll be ready to spot the act. Share this knowledge with your team and make scam awareness part of your regular routine. Don't let them catch you off script. Stay alert, stay informed, and always trust your instincts when something doesn't feel right. How do you spot a scam? Look for these red flags. Any message that pressures you to act fast, huge warning. Requests that break normal company procedures, another red flag. Odd language, strange grammar, or details that don't add up. Be suspicious. Check the sender's number, not just the name or photo. If anything feels off, verify through a trusted channel. A little skepticism goes a long way. Ready to protect your business? In today's digital world, your company's security is only as strong as your weakest link. WhatsApp is a powerful tool, but it can also be a gateway for cyber threats if you're not careful. Start with clear, written rules for all financial transactions. No exceptions, no shortcuts. Make sure everyone knows exactly what's expected and that these policies are reviewed regularly. Always verify any changes to payment details by phone, or even better, in person. Never trust a message alone, no matter how convincing it looks. Scammers are experts at mimicking real requests. Use dual authorization for payments. 2 people must approve every big transfer. This simple step can stop fraud before it starts and adds a crucial layer of accountability. Train everyone, from interns to the CEO, to spot scams and speak up. Regular training sessions keep security top of mind and help your team stay alert to new threats. Make security part of your everyday culture. Post reminders in common areas, run interactive trainings, and encourage open conversations about risks and best practices. Enable 2-step verification on WhatsApp for all staff. This extra step makes it much harder for hackers to break in, even if they get a password. Keep your IT security strong. Update systems regularly. Use trusted antivirus software. And teach staff to recognize phishing attempts. A single click on a bad link can open the door to disaster. The more layers of defense you build, the safer your business will be. Think of security like an onion. Each layer makes it harder for attackers to get through. Empower your team to question anything suspicious. No one should ever feel afraid to double-check or report something that doesn't seem right. A few extra minutes of caution can save your company millions. Take the time to review, verify, and confirm before acting on any financial request. Build daily habits that make scams easy to spot and hard to pull off. When everyone is vigilant, your business becomes a fortress that's tough to crack. If you get a suspicious message, do nothing. Don't reply, click, or send money. Step away and verify the request through a separate, trusted channel. Call or talk in person. If it's a scam, report the user in WhatsApp and block them. Alert your IT or security team immediately so they can warn others. Share the incident internally. Scammers often target multiple people at once. Don't be embarrassed if you almost fell for it. These scams are sophisticated. What matters is that you spotted it and acted fast. Creating a culture of awareness protects everyone. The more you talk about scams, the less power they have. Stay calm, report, and help your team stay safe. Together, you're a much harder target. These scams have real consequences. A European company lost over 20 million euros after finance staff got WhatsApp messages from a CEO about a secret deal. An Australian construction firm paid $80,000 to a scammer posing as their supplier. A UK marketing agency lost thousands to a gift card scam from someone pretending to be the director. The common thread? Busy people, urgent requests, and skipping standard procedures. Scammers didn't use high-tech hacks, they used psychology and timing. These stories prove anyone can be a target. Procedures and verification aren't just red tape, they're your best defense. Learn from these real-world cases and don't let your guard down. Protect your business by making security a habit, not an afterthought. Now you know how WhatsApp business scams work and how to fight back. You're in control. Stay vigilant, keep learning, and make security part of your company culture. Talk about scams in meetings, share updates, and encourage everyone to report anything suspicious. It's everyone's responsibility, from the front desk to the CEO. Create a no-blame culture so people feel safe reporting mistakes. Trust your gut. If something feels wrong, verify it. Small actions, like a quick phone call or a second signature, can save your business. Stay alert, stay informed, and stay one step ahead. In the digital world, being proactive is your best defense. Thanks for watching. Follow us for more tips to keep your business safe. You've got this. See you in the next one. This is Cyber Network, signing off.